Hello, everyone. So it's the fundamental bias overview for September 20th, for the week of September 20th. My name is DreDayFX's. So we're going to start in 5 minutes as usual. So we're going to wait a couple of minutes here so everyone can come on. So we're going to start in 5 minutes. All right, guys. So we're gonna start in 2 minutes. So 2 minutes. All right, guys. So welcome. So today we're gonna do the fundamental bias review for the September 20th week. So as every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a review of the week to see exactly what's going to be moving overall for the week and what we're looking at on the Forex market here. Okay. So I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me. So type the number 1 if you can hear me. So we could start looking at the pairs here. So just type the number 1 here so we could get started. All right, perfect. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna share my screen, and we're gonna look at the Forex pairs here that will be moving here for the week. Perfect. Okay, so as every week, we look at the different pairs here. So basically, we look at the futures. So all the currencies individually. So if you have the Australian dollar, the US dollar, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, the British pound, and so on and so forth. So we look at the data separately for each of the currencies, and we put it all together. That gives you basically the 28 pairs that we have in the crypto market, the top 28 pairs. Okay. And for this week, I'm going to add an extra currency that you may or may not know that I know that is going to be moving a lot here this week. Okay. So we're going to start with the first one. So you have the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So for this week, we're looking to sell AUD USD. Okay. So it should be a downtrend here. US CAD, it's neutral. So anything that is neutral, like I said on the previous videos, if you webinars, if you're the first time on the webinar, I was going to repeat it. So when we add the future contracts here, the commercial contracts here for Australian dollar, we see that it's going down. Okay. And the Canadian dollar is going in the same direction. Okay. So if you have two separate currencies that are going on the same direction, we consider them as a neutral pair. That means that we do not trade that pair. So that means that we don't exactly have an actual bias for the week. Okay. So that's the reason why we don't trade it. Okay. So that's why you put it in neutral. And that's why you don't see anything that is in bold here. Okay. So anything that is neutral is going to be not in bold. So I'm just going to skip them. So AUD CAD I'm not trading it for the week. AUD CHF, not trading for the week. But that doesn't mean, even though it's neutral here for the fundamental bias, that doesn't mean that you cannot trade the pair. That's two different things. Okay. The reason we don't know the bias for the week, like the actual direction, doesn't mean that you're not able to trade it. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have any trade opportunities here for the week. Okay. It's not going to be like flatline all week. Okay. So it's only meaning that we don't know exactly the direction. It could move big or it could move small, but in trading you cannot guess, right? So if you guess in trading, you're gonna be gambling, and we don't want to gamble. It's not a casino here. Okay, we have to have structure on how to trade and know exactly where you're going for the week and what pair you know that that has a buy specifically. Okay. So next you have AUD JPY. So we're looking for a sell. Okay. AUD NZD. We're looking for a sell. Then you had CAD JPY. CAD JPY, we have it as a sell. CHF JPY, we have it as a sell. Now, Euro JPP, have it as a sell. So you see, guys, so far everything it should be going on a downtrend here on each pair. I think the GBPs are going up here overall, but we're gonna look at it. So Euro USD, we have it as a sell. So CAD neutral, Euro GPY as a sell. Now, GBP AUD, we have it as a buy because the British pound is going up overall for the week. GBP CAD as a buy, same thing. And we have GBP CHF as a buy. Then NZD CAD as a buy. NZD CHF as a buy. And then you have US CAD as a buy. And USD CHF as a buy. And lastly, we have USD ZAR. What is ZAR? Let's go back here. I'm just going to go on the bar chart. The bar chart basically is the actual place that we go get the data for the fundamental buys here. But I was going to show you exactly what is ZAR. Okay, so I'm pretty sure most of you know what ZAR is, but some of you don't. So I'm going to go here. Still loading. All right, so, okay, I'm just going to close that. It's not loading. Okay, so basically the ZAR is the South African rand, okay? So since, so ZAR is South African rand. And if we go, I'm just going to go on the actual chart. So going on trading view. So I could show you exactly the chart here for that. And after that, I'll show you exactly the how we looked at the contracts, the commercial contracts to get the fundamental buys here overall for the week, and show you exactly that we had 3 or 4 pairs, 3 or 4 currencies that were moving a lot based on the commercial contracts. All right. And usually the USD ZAR, it's not a pair that I trade a lot. I think I only trade that pair like a few times, a couple of times here in my trading career. But sometimes you have good setups here based on the market. And if you have a fundamental buys, you could basically trade any currency pairs that you want. Okay. Sometimes you like a specific pair than another, but a chart is a chart and trading is trading, right? So it doesn't matter. Okay, so I think there's an issue with my page. Let's try that again. Not discontinue. So I'm gonna wait until that loads. So I'm gonna show you exactly the actual raw data that gave us the fundamental buys here. All right, so to get the fundamental bias for this week, the week of the 20th, you have to look at the last 2 weeks of information. So to give you the actual bias here for the week, okay? So, and what you could see here, based on the data, if we look at the Australian dollar, on the week of the 6th, we had 83,455 commercial contracts here going long. And then you have, for the week of the 13th, 96,033, okay, going long, okay? So since it's going up in value, we're looking to sell the market, okay? So like I always says, you always have to do a invert correlation of what you're seeing. So you always do the opposite of what you're seeing, right? So if it's going up, it's going down. We're looking to go to short the market. If it's going down, like this, for example, this one, it was a positive 20,266 in the positive, and then it went negative 13,077. So this is bigger than this, right? So it's going down in value. So we're looking to buy the British pound for the week, okay? And if you could see, that's really a big mover. That's almost 33,000 contracts difference. So that gives you a big idea that it's going to move a lot for the week. Same thing for the Canadian dollar, minus 6,081. And then it went to positive 1424. Okay. So that's a difference of 7,000. So that's a big mover too. Same here. You have the euro, minus 73,316. And then minus 66,260. Okay. So it's going up in value because this is smaller than this, right? Because we're in a negative. So if it's going up in value, we're looking to sell the euro for the week. So anything euro that is euro related, we're going to sell against the euro, okay? Or buy against the euro, depending exactly on where the currency is, left or right. Okay, so let's see. Anything else here? Yeah, perfect. So same thing for the South African rand. So this is minus 5,140 and to minus 45,039. So that's going up in value because this is bigger than this. So we're looking to sell the market for this week, the 20th. So that's really an overview here of the data. If you want to have the specific how to use the data, if you're a paid member, you could get all the information on how to look at the data. But since you're an actual customer, if you're a customer with us, we'll give you, instead of getting the calculation in the back end, we give you all the data up front. We tell you exactly where the market is going. Okay. So I'm just going to revise everything. So AUD USD for the week, we're looking to sell. Like we said in the previous page, we have the Australian dollar looking to sell the market for the week. Okay, so and the US dollar is going up here all week. So sell AUD USD, AUD JPY we sell, AUD NZD we sell, CAD JPY we sell, CHF JPY we sell, Euro GBP sell, Euro USD sell, Euro JPY sell, GBP AUD sell, GBP AUD buy, GBP CAD buy. We said the British pound we're looking to buy the British pound for the week because it's there was a big difference in the commercials. So we're looking to buy it. GBP CHF buy, NZD CAD buy, NZD CHF buy, USD CAD buy, USD CHF buy, and we have the USD ZAR for buy. So let's see if TradingView is working here on my end. If not, if there's any questions, I'll answer them here. That doesn't seem to work for me. Oh, it's coming here. Okay, so Richard, you said it's not clear. What is not clear? Is it the fundamental about the data that I was talking about in the spreadsheet? If that's the case, that's something that we could, if you're paid members, we could. There's some sessions here on that on how to do it. But if you only want to have the information of the fundamental buys, every Monday I give it to you guys specifically on the Facebook group or on YouTube, and it's totally free value for you guys. So not everyone is doing that on the internet, and that information is really information that could give you a big edge in the market, especially if you know where it's going. Depending exactly on what the market makers will do overall for the week, because sometimes they're just gonna go against what is the fundamental bias for the week, so it could change. But if it gives you exactly the actual direction here, and it goes with the direction that was laid out, you're gonna be ahead of the game most for compared to the retail traders here, because here at DreDayFX we give you institutional trading methods specifically. So it's not the basic thing; it's really the advanced thing that we're showing you guys. Okay, let's try again if it's gonna work. VAR. Yeah, it's not cooperating with me today. All right, no problem. So if you look at if you go on your TradingView or any trading, oh, let's see, it's working now. Let's do like it. Let's pray to God. Nice. Okay. Okay, like I said here for USDZR, we're just gonna look at the USDZR to end the webinar today. USDZR, we're looking for a buy, right? So always look at the weekly when you do your technical analysis after your fundamental. You look exactly where you at in the market, right? You see, it was bearish, and then it went up, went down. So that's why we're looking for an uptrend here. And that basically, and here you have an engulfing candle here that is a reversal pattern. And on top of that, the Enigma system on the weekly is giving us a trading signal here for a buy on the weekly. So if you don't have Enigma, we do send some sell signals here for free on our Telegram group. But if you want to have the full access of the Enigma system, it costs $97 per month to get all of the alerts, okay, and the support here for the signals here, okay. So, and if we go back, let's see, I'm just going to go back here. You see here on the, let's see, that was a buy, neutral, buy, neutral, neutral, buy. Let's see. We're going to look at the week of August 30th. So August 30th here. Usually in August, July and August, there's not a lot of volume, guys, right? Because most of the market makers are out of the market. So the volume is not that big. But you see the second week of September, usually after Labor Day, you could write this down, guys. After Labor Day of every year, if you're doing your fundamental buys, up to 90% of the time you're gonna win your buys here, and you're gonna win most of your trade if you're trading with the trend. Okay. So here, that was the 6th and the 13th. So we had neutral and buy. What happened here? So that was a neutral week on the 6th, because we're still looking for an uptrend, but the US was up and the ZAR was up, right? And then on the 13th, this is where the market reversed. So we had a buy on the 13th, and if you look, there was an up candle, and then this week we have a buy here. We're looking for an uptrend still, and on top of that, we have a signal here with Enigma on the weekly. And usually the Enigma signals what we have are based on the lower time frames, not on the weekly part. But if on the weekly it's giving us this, it's a high indication that the market will be moving upwards here. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's it, guys. So if there's any questions, you could ask me away. I'm just gonna go stop sharing my screen. Perfect. So if there's any questions, could wait to stay here a few minutes. If not, you could leave your questions here below the stream, If you're on YouTube, you could leave your message at the bottom, or if you're in the group, just leave them under the webinar, and me or one of our colleagues will be able to assist you on any questions that you have here. Okay. And we do the fundamental bias overview every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And on Friday, what we do is we review our fundamental bias for the week, and we see exactly what the market did, if it was in conjunction with our fundamental bias, or if it was against what we saw with the data here. And last week, the week of the 13th, and when we did the review on Friday, if you could go back on the previous webinar on YouTube, we had it last Friday. We had I think we had like maybe 8 or 9 pairs that were supposed to be moving, and we had a 98% accuracy with the fundamental bias based on the data that we analyze here. I think we only had like GBP, JPY that was going one direction and went the other direction. But for the rest, it was spot on. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes here if there's anyone that has any questions. All right, Marcus, thank you. So hopefully we could see you part of the family here. So we have a big group, and everyone is helping each other grow. So, and if you have any questions, guys, don't be shy. If it's me or any of the people in the group, we're gonna be glad to help you. Can you continue your trading journey or start your trading journey if you're a newbie? There's no problem with that. All right. So since there's no questions for now, so I'll leave you guys here and be back on Friday night. Okay. And we're gonna just review what we looked at on the committing the traders, the fundamental bias here overall. And and in that note, I wish you a wonderful week of trading. We have like I said we have the British pound that will be moving a lot. So if you're trading on the London session, just look at them. Those currencies here, specifically the one that we looked at today, and and hopefully one will be profitable here for the week. Okay, so on that note, wish you guys happy trading. Good night.